I bet you didn't know how easy it is to animate on an iPad. Want to make awesome animations? You've got this. We'll be using our iPads and a super cool app called Clip Studio. It's easier than you think, promise. Ever imagine your own characters moving and grooving? Clip Studio makes it happen. We're talking bouncing balls, waving characters, the whole shebang. It's like magic, but on your iPad. We'll break down each step together, from designing your very own character, how cool is that? Of making them move smoothly. Don't worry, I'm here to help every step of the way. Ready to jump into the fun world of animation? Let's go. First, let's animate the arm and hand movement. Start by selecting the frame where you want the movement to begin. Draw the initial position of the arm and hand. Make sure to use smooth, confident strokes. Next, add keyframes in the timeline for each major position of the arm and hand. Now fill in the in-between frames to create a fluid motion. Play back your animation to see the arm and hand come to life. See? It's that simple. Now let's move on to the next part of your character. Every great animation needs a star, right? That's where your awesome character comes in. Let's get creative and bring them to life. First, think about your character's personality. Are they silly, cool, maybe a little bit mischievous? This helps you decide how they look and move. Then, grab your iPad and start sketching. Don't worry about being perfect. Just have fun with it. Circles, squares, squiggles, anything goes. Once you've got your character's look down, give them a name. Names bring characters to life, making them extra special. Now, on to the action. Before we get our characters moving and grooving, we need a plan. A solid action plan is the backbone of any great animation. Just like a movie, your animation needs a beginning, middle, and end. This structure helps to tell a compelling story. Let's say our character is waving hello. It's a simple action, but it needs careful planning. We need to think about how their arm lifts, how high they wave, and the speed of the movement, and how they lower it back down. Each motion must be deliberate and smooth. Each of these is a separate part of the action. Breaking it down helps in creating fluid motion. Think of it like a flip book. Each page represents a small change in your character's pose. Each page is a small change in your character's pose, capturing the nuances of movement. And when you flip through them, it creates the illusion of movement. Cool, huh? This is the magic of animation. Don't be afraid to experiment with different actions. Trying out various poses and movements can lead to unexpected and exciting results. The more you practice, the better you'll get at planning your animations. Practice makes perfect, and every sketch brings you closer to mastering the art of animation. Now, let's open our treasure chest. I mean, Clip Studio. This app is a goldmine for digital artists and animators alike. This app has all sorts of cool tools to help us animate. From basic sketching to complex animations, it's got everything you need. It's like having a whole animation studio right on your iPad. Imagine the possibilities at your fingertips. First up, we have our drawing tools. These are the bread and butter of any digital artist. We've got pencils, pens, brushes, and so much more. Each tool offers a unique way to bring your vision to life, and even cool effects to make our characters look amazing. You can add textures, shadows, and highlights with just a few taps. Experiment and see what each one does. The more you play around, the more you'll discover. Next, we have the timeline. This is where the magic happens. It's the backbone of your animation project. It's like a movie reel where we put all our drawings in order to create the animation. Each frame is a piece of the puzzle. Don't worry, we'll go through it step by step. There are also layers, which are essential for organizing your work. Layers are like sheets of transparent paper. They allow you to separate different elements of your drawing. We can draw different parts of our animation on separate layers, making it easier to edit and change things. This way, you can tweak individual parts without affecting the whole image. Pretty neat, right? So, dive in and explore Clip Studio's toolbox treasures. Your creativity is the only limit. Section 5, First Frame. Fun? Ready to make your character come alive? It all starts with the first frame. Remember that waving animation we talked about? Let's start with the character's arm down by their side. On a new layer in Clip Studio, sketch the first pose of your character. Don't worry about being perfect. Just focus on getting the basic pose down. Remember to save your work. We don't want any accidental erasing mishaps. It's a good habit to save often, just in case. That's it for the first frame. See? It's not as scary as it seems. Now, on to the next one. Section 6, Beginner's Boost. Handy tips. Animating can seem tricky at first, but I've got some handy tips to make it easier. Whether you're just starting out or looking to refine your skills, these tips will give you a boost. Think of me as your animation cheerleader. I'm here to support you every step of the way. First, don't be afraid to use references. They are incredibly helpful. Look at photos, videos, even yourself in the mirror to see how things move in real life. Observing real-life movements can greatly enhance your animation skills. It helps make your animations look super smooth and realistic. Second, start small. You don't need to create a whole movie right away. Begin with manageable projects. Start with simple animations, like a bouncing ball or a waving hand, to get the hang of it. These basic exercises build a strong foundation. Lastly, remember to have fun. Enjoying the process is key to staying motivated. Animation is all about bringing your imagination to life. Let your creativity flow. So relax, experiment, and enjoy the process. The more you practice, the better you'll get. Happy animating. Section 7, Unleash your inner animator. Now that you know the basics, it's time to let your creativity shine. Experiment with different animations, characters, and stories. The possibilities are endless. Try animating your character jumping, dancing, or maybe even doing a cartwheel. Don't be afraid to make mistakes. That's how we learn and improve. Remember, the most important thing is to have fun and let your imagination run wild. Who knows? Maybe you'll create the next big animated hit. Section 8. You did it. Congratulations. You've taken your first steps into the awesome world of animation. Give yourself a pat on the back. You deserve it. We learned how to design our own characters, plan their actions, and bring them to life using Clip Studio on our iPads. How cool is that? Remember, practice makes perfect. The more you animate, the better you'll get. So keep creating, keep experimenting, and most importantly, keep having fun. Section 9, join the animation party. I'm so glad you joined me on this animation adventure. If you enjoyed this tutorial, give it a big thumbs up and share it with your friends. Don't forget to subscribe for more animation fun, tips, and tricks. I can't wait to see all the amazing things you'll create. Now go out there and animate your heart out.